Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Ronda Rousey was on hand at the WWE Elimination Chamber event and ended her appearance with a bang. An emotional Ronda Rousey was on hand at the WWE Elimination Chamber event tonight to officially sign her WWE contract in the ring. Well, I'm sure she's already signed her real contract, but of course the WWE is going to play it all out in front of the crowd to hype up the anticipation of her first real match at WrestleMania on April 8th. That match will apparently be Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. You can watch some of the promo cutting that went down below. And keep in mind Rousey was close to tears after the crowd reaction she received, which may be why she sounded like a malfunctioning robot the entire time. But if there's one thing Ronda Rousey can certainly do, it's toss a bitch. Tonight that bitch was Triple H, and she slammed him through a table quite convincingly. Rousey is still unbelievably green, and it's kind of amazing that she'll be performing a full match at WrestleMania. But kudos to her for having the balls to go big right from the start. Regardless of how it turns out, we imagine she's only going to get better. And when in doubt, she can just revert back to her legit judo skills and throw some people on their heads. The WWE Universe buzzed with anticipation as Monday Night Raw kicked off with the announcement of a monumental contract signing. Ronda Rousey, the former UFC champion and international icon, was set to officially join WWE. Fans packed the arena, their cheers echoing off the walls, as the night promised fireworks. The ring, adorned with a red carpet, a polished oak table, and sleek leather chairs, awaited the historic moment. Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and General Manager Kurt Angle stood in the center of the squared circle, all wearing expressions that ranged from excitement to nervousness. Triple H took the microphone first, his voice booming. "Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is not just any night. Tonight, we make history as we welcome a world-class athlete, a pioneer in mixed martial arts, and a woman who has shattered glass ceilings in every arena she stepped into. Please welcome Rowdy Ronda Rousey." The crowd erupted as Ronda's music hit. A thunderous ovation greeted her as she strode out onto the stage. Dressed in a black leather jacket and her trademark Rowdy t-shirt, Ronda exuded confidence and intensity. She paused at the top of the ramp, surveying the electric crowd before making her way down to the ring. Stephanie extended a hand to Ronda as she climbed through the ropes, a polished smile masking her calculating demeanor. "Ronda, welcome to WWE," Stephanie said. "We couldn't be more thrilled to have you here." Ronda accepted the handshake but maintained her fierce glare. "Thank you for the welcome," she replied, her voice steady and direct. Triple H gestured toward the table. "Let's get down to business. This contract makes you an official WWE superstar, and I can't wait to see you dominate in this ring. But before you sign, let's talk about respect, teamwork, and the opportunities we're offering." Ronda nodded, but her eyes flicked to Kurt Angle, who stood to the side, looking uneasy. His expression betrayed him. He seemed like he wanted to say something but wasn't sure how. As Triple H continued his polished speech about WWE's global platform and the family-like atmosphere backstage, Kurt muttered under his breath, loud enough for Ronda to hear, "Family, huh? That's rich." Ronda turned sharply to Kurt. "What was that?" Kurt hesitated, glancing nervously at Triple H and Stephanie. "Nothing," he said, but his tone was unconvincing. "No, Kurt," Ronda pressed, stepping closer. "You were saying something about family. What's going on?" The crowd sensed tension in the air. Triple H, noticing the shift, interjected. "Don't worry about it, Ronda. Kurt's just a little—" Kurt interrupted, his face red. "No, I can't stay quiet. Ronda, you need to know the truth before you sign anything. They don't see you as family. To them, you're just another tool to make money. And Stephanie—" "Kurt," Triple H barked, his voice sharp. "Stephanie was bragging just last week about how they were going to manipulate you." Kurt blurted out, ignoring Triple H's warning. "They don't respect you, Ronda. They're afraid of you, and they're trying to control you before you even step foot in the ring." The atmosphere in the arena shifted dramatically. The crowd's cheers turned to murmurs as they processed Kurt's revelation. Ronda's face hardened, her jaw tightening as she stared at Triple H and Stephanie. Triple H stepped forward, trying to defuse the situation. "Kurt, that's enough. You're out of line." But Ronda wasn't buying it. She stepped closer to Triple H, her eyes blazing. "Is that true? Did you think you could control me?" Stephanie quickly stepped in, her tone syrupy and condescending. "Ronda, don't let Kurt's paranoia ruin this moment. This is your time to shine. Sign the contract, and let's focus on your incredible future in WWE." Ronda's gaze didn't waver. "I didn't get to where I am by being naive, Stephanie. If there's one thing I know, it's when someone's trying to play me." Triple H raised his hands in a placating gesture. "Ronda, let's not make this something it's not. Kurt's clearly misinterpreting things. This is about giving you the platform you deserve." Kurt, emboldened by Ronda's reaction, pointed at Triple H. "Don't listen to him, Ronda. They're setting you up to fail." The tension reached a boiling point as Ronda grabbed the contract from the table. "Fine," she said, her voice cold. "Let's get this over with." She flipped through the pages, signing her name with a flourish. Then, she slammed the pen down on the table. "There," she said, her tone laced with defiance. "I'm officially WWE. But don't think for a second that I'll be controlled." Stephanie clapped her hands, her smile strained. "Wonderful. Welcome aboard, Ronda. Now let's—" Before she could finish, Ronda turned her attention to Triple H. "You know, Hunter, I've been looking forward to this moment. But not for the reason you think." Triple H raised an eyebrow, confusion flickering across his face. "What are you talking about?" Ronda smirked. "I wanted to make a statement, and what better way than this?" In one swift motion, Ronda grabbed Triple H by the arm and hoisted him into the air. The crowd erupted into deafening cheers as she executed a thunderous Samoan drop, sending Triple H crashing through the table. The impact was so loud it echoed throughout the arena. Stephanie screamed, backing away as Ronda stood over the wreckage, her face a mask of fury and triumph. Kurt watched in stunned silence, a mix of shock and satisfaction on his face. Ronda grabbed the microphone. "Let this be a warning to everyone in that locker room, and to you, Stephanie. I'm here to make history, not to be controlled. And if anyone gets in my way, they'll end up just like him." She dropped the mic and left the ring, her music blaring as the crowd chanted her name. Stephanie rushed to Triple H's side, trying to help him up as he groaned in pain. Backstage, chaos erupted as superstars and officials reacted to Ronda's explosive debut. Some were thrilled, others cautious, but one thing was clear. Ronda Rousey had arrived in WWE, and she wasn't playing by anyone's rules. As Raw went off the air, the image of Triple H lying in the shattered remains of the table and Ronda walking up the ramp, her head held high, was etched into the minds of everyone watching. It was a night that would be remembered for years to come. A night when Ronda Rousey made her mark and proved she was a force to be reckoned with.